Everyone, we are going over my Easter goodies.
I can't hear you.
It's fine, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, alright.
Hey everyone, I'm Sarah. Welcome back. I am going over my Easter goodies in this video, so hopefully it gives you some inspiration. If you haven't gotten your Easter goodies, these are all from Fargo's. And if you don't know that, welcome to my channel because you must be new. I am so excited to open these. So these are the best. These are the best packages to get. These completely make your day. And oh my gosh. Do you see the goodies? Oh, we've got white and pink, and I am all about it this Easter. Last Easter I did white and yellow. The one before that I did white and blue. One before that I think it was white and pink. Don't quote me. But we are back to white and pink. This Easter it's like going all classic. I am so looking forward to it. I always love Easter sewing. I feel like heirloom sewing I love in general, but it really just shines in the springtime. Especially shines for Easter, and I'm going over all of my Easter goodies in this video. I'm so excited to see everything in person. I mean, ordering it is fun and all, but then you get to see it in person, and you're just like, it's just yummy, yummy goodness. So let me get this package open and let me go through it all. Okay, let me organize it into the garments, and let me show you what everything looks like in person. Well, you know what I mean, like in not on my computer screen, like in person. You get it. Alright, so let's just go in chronological order. Let's start with Audrey. We've got two materials for our sweet Audrey, and I'm going to be doing like a pink overall dress. Not overalls, but a pink dress overall, and that's going to be out of this delicious, it's like the Swiss Batiste. It's like this super sweet pink. It's very light. It's a lovely, lovely, like cool tone pink. It's just super, super sweet. And on top of that, for the skirt, I think I'm going to do this overlay out of this embroidered cotton. It's darling. It's quite pretty. It's really, really pretty, actually. The border, it's got a border on it that's like scalloped border, and it's light and airy and everything you would want in an Easter dress. So that's gonna go on the skirt. I wasn't sure which way the border was. I probably wasn't paying enough attention, but I can just cut it in half along the top, you know what I mean, like up here, and then I can add side seams, and frankly that saves on material, so it's kind of a happy accident that I wasn't paying enough. Y'all, I barely get sleep these days. Last night I lost like 3 hours. When you don't get that much sleep and you lose 3 hours, this is what you get. So bear with me. And you can also see I've got paint on my hands. Charlie and I both have been finishing up loose ends on our house and just trying to move forward with life. We did an addition on our house like 2 years ago. It was right before everything shut down. I was still pregnant with Daisy, and we got very close to finishing the addition, like trim and everything like that, and then the world caught fire. Daisy was born shortly after. The world caught fire, and we've just been treading water ever since. So now that things are finally slowing down, we're catching our breath. Henry and Daisy are starting preschool here soon. We're like going back and just kind of tidying up our lives, you know what I mean? Moving on with life, that sort of thing. So anyway, I'm excited about this for Audrey. I'm going to be doing some embroidery, embroidery stuff on the bodice of it, and then yeah, having this pretty skirt on it. So that'll be like a white and pink thing for that. This is, I think, out of all three of the shades of pink, I think this is my favorite shade. But they're all really pretty. They're not at all like the same undertones. So if you're trying to match, and I think this will be fine, like I'm not fretting about it, but this is my favorite shade out of all of them. It's like just a very light like I said, kind of a cool tone pink, and it's so pretty, and it pairs really well with this white fabric. Embroidered fabric. So let's go on to Sweet Daisy. Daisy has a lot of pieces to her outfit this year. So I don't have my notes in front of me, but we're just gonna go off of memory, which is probably not the best thing to do, especially with my lack of sleep last night. But we're just gonna move on, okay? We're gonna soldier on and be brave. So, if you remember, I have that layered skirt for Daisy's. So, what I eventually went with, I kind of X'd a little bit of them out from the video. This is so sweet. This is so sweet. This is the Lily of the Valley on the organdy, and it is just lovely. It is so light, and obviously it's see-through, and it's just gorgeous. So that will be one of the layers on the skirt. Another layer on the skirt is going to be this lovely dotted Swiss, and this is the true dotted Swiss, all the refined stuff to it. There is nothing wrong with the poly cotton dotted Swiss. I've used it a number of times. I actually used it last year for Easter, but it's just a little bit more refined when you get the stuff that costs an arm and a leg. Imagine that. So yes, you do get what you pay for, but there is nothing wrong with the poly cotton. I've used it a number of times. I will continue to use it. I will use it for myself when I start making dresses for myself, because that is happening this year. Mark my words. It is coming, y'all. It is coming. But yeah, this is so sweet. The dots on here are so, they're light, and like they're defined and little, and they're really, really pretty. So that will be another layer on the skirt. And where was it? I don't know what we got going on out there. Then we've got this lace, and I forget what I actually decided. I think I got this edging for the sleeves of her dress, and this edging matches this this insertion over here, and I think what I eventually decided was pairing this insertion with this flower insertion over this other, like this flower lace insertion, which is really pretty. And I love the little raised bits. Like, you can see the raised bits on the stem and the leaf, and like outlining the petals. I think that's just lovely. And so I think I'm gonna put this on either side, although like I said, I don't have my notes in front of me, so don't quote me, but I think that's what I decided on doing, and just doing the whole layered skirt number. And really excited about that. And then the bottom of the skirt is, it's just exquisite. I don't think the video is going to do this justice. I know their photos on their website does not do this justice. This is the first time I've seen this in person, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Like, it's giving me goosebumps, y'all. It is so pretty. It's just it's like the lightest pink, the lightest green, you know, just a very light true pink, pistachio, very, very light green, and then it's got the scallops on the bottom, and then the little polka dots are white, and it is just gorgeous. And this is going to be the bottom of her skirt layer. So there's that. Now, I know I got organdy for this dress, and that's what this is right here. That's gonna go with the bodice and the sleeves and more of the layered skirt number. I want to say I got this as well, if my memory serves me right. I want to say I got this as well. This is light pink Nola. It is a tiny, tiny bit on the mauve side of life, and I am fine with that. I think it's going to be just, I mean, that's just so pretty. I've got a helper coming in the room. So I think that's just fine. The pinks do not match. So if you are copying my order and you're gonna think that all the pinks are gonna match, they do not, but I am okay with that. But I just want to be honest with you. If you copy, because some people do, some people absolutely copy my order to the T. I just want to be like, you know what you're getting yourself into. The pinks do not match, but they are going to be fine, and they're all pretty in their own right. So this is going to be the underneath of her dress, because obviously all of the white is see-through, so she needs a lining of some sort. And this is going to be, I love a good Nola. I could just like okay. I'm a little bit crazy, but that's alright. That's okay. Okay, so last but certainly not least, we've got Everly's first Easter dress, and I am going all classic with this. This is going to be a fully smocked yoke situation, okay? So it's going to have the whole fully smocked yoke up here, and then it's going to have the dress that continues on, like no seam between the smocking and the skirt of the dress. The lining of the dress is going to be white Nola, which I just love. I love Nola, guys. It's like one of my favorite staple, tried and true fabrics. You know, you have those tried and trues, you just know, you know what you're getting yourself into, you've used it so many times, and it's just, you go back to it because it just does you right? Okay, so this is one of my staples, and I love it. So this will be the underneath of her dress. And then this is delicious. This is a slightly on the peachy side of life, ever so slightly. It is gorgeous. Do you see the situation down here? I mean, right? Gorgeous. It's got all, this is actually the underside. Here's the right side up top. It's got these like roses, rosebuds. It's got the border on it is just everything that you would want in a Swiss embroidered flounce. Like, you know, it's just pretty. There's no other way to put it. It's just pretty. So this will be pleated on top of this Nola, because obviously this needs a lining, okay? And it'll be smocked, you know, pleated together and smocked together. Then I got this number. I thought this kind of coordinated together, these two. And this will be the edging for her sleeves. Isn't that pretty? So, last but certainly not least, project for, well, that's not true. That's not true. This will be a bonnet for Everly. Okay, so this is a little edging. I'm not sure I ordered enough of this, but I'm gonna make it work. You know, we can kind of just, you can kind of see the bonnet coming together. I think it'll be fine. And then this is the silk taffeta ribbon, and that will go to tie up the bonnet. Now, out of all of this, I'm going to come up with a little bow tie and little suspenders for Sweet Henry so he coordinates with his sisters for Easter. And that's Easter in a nutshell. So if you haven't already ordered your Easter, what are you waiting for? Go watch my video on ordering from Farmhouse Fabric and get your Easter order in. They are not saying this, I'm saying this, and I'm coming out with a ton of Easter content, so go get your Easter order in so we can go and sew Easter stuff together. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to catch y'all on the next one.